All right, so we're going to try this again. I've had a lot of good campaigns, but I've learned quite a bit about proper placement of bases now and what it takes to build your own buildings, and it's intense. So essentially the best locations are going to be the ones that are easiest to grow into. Max pop in this game is 800. I'm trying very hard to get close to that. So I thought we would do, a Snake Plissken kind of Escape from New York themed, but with zombies, and we're not escaping, we're staying. And yeah, so it's nothing like that at all. But New York is iconic, I suppose is the word. So interestingly enough, when you choose a location like such, it has a lot of water. However, when you look at how many buildings are in this area, it's actually more than enough. And in some regards, that's actually kind of cool because I don't have to go all the way out to get to a lot of resources. So this isn't bad. You also start with a minimum of 8 cars, which is really, really cool. However, we're going to play around. We do want to have a little bit of grass for wood. Wood is still going to be necessary. We're going to be using my modified technology starting approach. So up here, you can see this might actually be a pretty sweet spot. There's 11,000 buildings there. Yikes. Okay. We want to make sure that we have some really, really big buildings. And we do got a couple green spots over here. Some of the bigger buildings, though, are going to be up in this area. I want the biggest buildings I can possibly get to make my life easier. There are lots of cool locations that you could pick in New York. Pretty much anything is going to do the job. You can see over here there's a good section of buildings, and there's a good section of green. I like it. But I kind of feel like we should stay true to the theme. Now, these two areas right here with green patches, they're not too fantastic. I do believe I had success up in this area here. You can see. Ah, yes. All right, so we're going to go up I think right here is good. 9 to 10 vehicles, 6,600. We got the park right here. Oh, yeah, we're golden. We're very much golden. This is actually feeling a lot like the San Diego map. All right, and then our zone name is going to be Cool People. I guess that's our name. No tutorials, no stories. That's going to reduce the chatter on our comms. And let's do a little bit of a horde increase. I think we can handle it. I want to make this a little spicy. But yes, I've learned quite a bit from playing the game and looking at how the math of things works. I have some ratios. I just came out with a guide yesterday that talks about my food plan theory on how to best make food and fertilizer. So we're going to play around with that. But, your map resources are definitely going to be a big determinant. It's going to decide mostly what you do. Essentially, though, if you want to push past like a couple hundred people, you are going to need to be... Okay, cool. Look at this. So we got a big old green area. Trees do grow back. Headquarters, blah, blah, blah. But this is the building I like. This is 100 people in this building. A bunch of small buildings. Right here is actually... I'm liking this. This literally could be for people. This could be a warehouse. You got some big buildings all around. But getting these, so essentially you need big buildings for a couple handful of things. Your houses, your warehouse, a barn, and a greenhouse. Now you can use smaller buildings for greenhouses, no problem. But, okay, so a building like this would take 1,000 wood and 1,000 blah, blah, blah. It takes about 30 days to build in game. And that's after you harvest the resources. So it would take you potentially an hour to 2 hours to build a building like this using the in-game mechanics. So that's why now I'm trying to think, okay, like this is a pretty sweet area because look at all these little buildings. These are perfect for like manufacturing, but not for people. But this is a really tight area. I like it a lot. What I would like is something like this with this massive building here or even there and a bunch of small buildings around it. As close to this wooded area as possible. Ooh, that's it's speaking my language, but got to be really careful here. Yeah, we do need some Kurt Russell memes for sure. I guess I could have named us the Russells. I don't know. Snake Plissken. But ooh, this is kind of a cool little I like this. Look at this. Each one of these buildings is like pretty cool. It's a really wide base. I mean, I could fill it. I'd be going against the grain. I could fill it in. But that's a really dope. That's a really dope setup. But yeah, and looking at the material, like my last playthrough, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna take me. This is gonna take me a week to build a city. The best starting zone, honestly, is Washington D.C. You start in the White House and you have a bunch of big buildings. Okay, this can house 27. And you got to be careful because some height seems to have a lot more impact on how many people can be put into a spot. Some of these buildings, they suck. But some of them, ooh, that's a good one right there, 115. So you see, if I were to take all of this, T-Mobile, if I were to take all this, that'd be a really, really big base, though. It wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to do that. Look at these towers, though. Yeah, living 36. Living 36, got some more stuff. I'm really liking this area. I think it's great. Definitely has long-term potential. We just got to find that special place. That's not bad. 49, 95. And you can build into the fog. You just can't place your first building there. Look at that. 114, 55, 95. Okay, so this is looking promising right here. And then, ooh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We do have trees over here too, but I don't want to be too far away from trees. It's promising, but it's a little too far away. Okay, so, I'm sorry. This is a sad day for me. Ooh, there's some big buildings over there. Oh man, I'm like a kid in a candy store. I can't make up my mind. It's pretty amazing though how much loot we're gonna be able to get out of this area. The Africa Center. That sounds like a terrific place. I don't know. Doesn't have a lot of buildings around it. This isn't going the way I thought it would. But look at these center buildings. That's interesting. Look, I like all these small buildings here because these would make perfect arrangements for like small manufacturing. I like that a lot. Ooh, 98 people, 36. That's what's interesting. Some buildings are like, they're kind of misleading in their size. The system needs a bit of rework. Yeah, probably over here wouldn't be too bad either. Oh, that's a nice one. Maybe I could go up. Well, I can technically build a few buildings. It's just you don't want to rely heavily on it. You want to have enough, and you want to get into advanced masonry pretty much ASAP so you can build the best structures in the game. Okay. Well, with all that said, yeah, because if I want to push 800 pop, it's going to be real difficult with all this. That kind of makes me think that maybe you will have to build one super building, but it's going to take like 4 hours, no joke. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's 98, that's 36, 27. These are pretty bad. The game is a little weird that way. Oh, man. So many good spots, but when you're... Oh, okay. This is looking... It's a little too... Yeah, we were here a bit back. This is looking kind of cool. It's not a terrible location. If I were to take this, I have all these little stores here for production buildings. And I have all these little places down here for more production buildings. So I could square this off right here. And I could do pretty darn well for myself. That's not a bad idea. And what we could do... Yeah, this is a pretty tight cluster. I could do pretty well here. And then there's trees all around. But the problem... The real problem in this game is how resources are moved. You really do want to be right next to something. This is a pretty small amount of wood, and you're going to go through a lot of wood cooking. Every meal, like if you want 800 people, it's freaking one wood per 5 meals. So it's going to hurt. It's 20 people. So you're going to need like 40, 50 wood a day. I mean, you can tear buildings down, but having a natural area is really where it's at. So, unfortunately, somewhere like down here is probably going to be better. And look what we got down here. We got some good spots. 27. This is 75. These are 36ers, but these would be really good sniper towers. Oh, man. I like this. These are actually really good buildings. Look at that 27, 27. Okay. I do like this. And we like this spot earlier too. It does leave room for some improvements. There's also an enormous amount of looting around here. Okay. If I do this, it's gonna be weird. I wish there was just one tall building here. I mean, that one right there could probably do it for me. That would this would be perfect if it were just a tad bigger. This wouldn't even be too bad of a distance to travel. This is interesting. I might have to exit out and come back in. Let's take a look to see if we can see any areas that look pretty decent. Zoom in. All right, we'll zoom in. Oh man, yeah, New York does not have a lot of trees. Who would have thought? But it does make an area like this pretty darn good. Oh man, look at this spot right here. This is the spot. See all these big buildings and then the small buildings? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. We're gonna exit out and we're gonna come back one in. Sorry about that. But that's kind of my thought process now when I'm, looking where I'm gonna go. Is I'm thinking, because I can get to 150 people real easy, but the buildings can't keep up with production. They just really can't. I saw a video of someone who got to almost 2,000 people in the Washington. They have since capped how far you can get your populations, and in the newest one you can get 800 pop now. All right, so oh man, I forgot where we were. I think if we center ourselves right about here, 10 out of 10 cars, 16 points. I like this. This is gonna hit right. All right, now we can remedy the fact that I did not have a Snake Plissken or. Let me think. Kurt Russell. Kurtz. Yeah, I can't even spell it. Kurtz Cool People Society. There we go. That works. And then horde number 1.2. I like really official titles, if you haven't noticed. All right. So if we can find the perfect spot and we can quickly get into technology and build up the best defenses, it does sort of become a cakewalk from there. The issue I'm going to try to resolve from this gameplay that I had in the prior gameplay was the wood bottleneck. So I was using wood to make fertilizer and fuel. So in this, I'm going to hyper rely on barns to generate fertilizer. And we'll convert that fertilizer to fuel. And you need fuel to make ammo and all types of stuff. But another mistake that I made was trying to pretty much do anything at the beginning of the game. There's really no need to produce food or produce anything at the beginning of the game. It's not necessary. So if you just focus completely on technology, it's gonna be way smooth. Okay. So you can already tell that this side of town is better. Look at this, 161, all of these small little buildings. That's a lot of small buildings. 62, I love this side of town. 110, oh man. Yeah, this is looking much nicer than that other area. All the little guys I love because you can put, like little constructions. Like I don't need 40 people making ammo. I just need a little bit. So having a good variation of those is pretty essential. And the loot we have and then the access to wood. Wood becomes one of the largest bottlenecks in the game. Let's go check down. Oh, mama. Look at this place. All right. Now we can expand into this zone. We just can't place our initial headquarters. So, all right. So that's not looking favorable there. There we go. Oh man, yeah, this would be good. Living quarters 685. Okay. I'm thinking. Oh man. It's really big. There are actually better buildings that are taller. I would have probably picked downtown. You can't really compare this game to Farthest Frontier. They're two different animals, unfortunately. All right, I think that this area here, plus this big old building right here, is going to offer our best bet. One of our better bets at hitting max pop, because it's going to be a big base. There's some big buildings up here. This is actually kind of crazy how big this is. We got a lot we can do with this, though. These 4 blocks right here, and this is going to house potentially everybody. And if I need to, I can construct. I think this is it. I think this is going to be it for me. Just the access to wood. Okay. So we want to make sure our headquarters is not in one of the larger buildings, but is in a fairly sufficiently sized building. And these are all fantastic buildings, to be honest. And I want to probably put it on a corner. I like this, actually. This will allow me to shoot in a lot of directions. We're going to do it right here. I probably will have to destroy the buildings all around us. Yes. To do this correctly. Okay. We're not going to listen to this guy because he's fake news, man. So he's fake news. Oh, wow. Nice. The event's right there. Oh, I did not turn off the tutorial. All right, whatever. I'm not going to back out now. We'll just have to do the tutorial. That's okay. I didn't want to do it's so much nicer with the tutorial. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked. Oh shit. Shit. So when you see this, okay, it doesn't let you back out anymore. You used to be able to run out. Now you can't do that. That used to be my strategy for dealing with this stuff. All right, it's fine. They're all gone now. Yeah, this is a pretty amazing spot. We're gonna have. I'm gonna seal this whole thing in, but we'll do it a little bit by little. All right. We probably won't be doing walls, because I'm just gonna start. Oh wow, we actually don't need to clear those buildings. We're just gonna be doing towers off the bat, and we're gonna be rushing technology. I have to go through. Unfortunately, I have to go through the tutorial before I can do any of that. Okay. I feel. All right, I'm gonna start over. I'm sorry. The tutorial is gonna it's gonna take up hours, and if we can skip that, I can get to the good stuff. So okay. This is probably good. So that if you want to find the spot in New York that I'm gonna pick, it's pretty easy. You just come up to the green part here, and I think we settled on this area. So you're gonna select this spot right here. You're gonna hit continue. You're gonna get 10 out of 10 cars. You're gonna give yourself some stupid ass name, like Kurt Russell is cool. And you're gonna turn off story events. You're gonna turn off tutorial events. You're gonna jack up the difficulty a bit, spice it up. Hit that start button. There you go. All right. 18 minutes in. I found my starting location. But this is the crazy thing, is that I would just pick a location and I wouldn't think about, long term. You get to a point where you're way into the game and you're like, crap, this location sucks. And it's going to take me 40 years to build the buildings to do anything. So picking a proper location will definitely help. So that is the beauty of editing videos, though, is I get to cut out all of that. But you don't get to experience the journey. All right, so here we are, up here. We're back in business. This is going to be where I put our main fella. Okay, we are golden. We're going to get ourselves just one more squad. And the reason for this, we're going to hit V to see everything around us, is we don't have enough warehouse storage for most of this stuff. So the first thing I need to do is get up a warehouse storage. Now, I'm going to pick this building here, but it's going to take 250 wood. Okay, we're going to pick a small building just for the time being. We will definitely go with this at a later point. But look how many buildings I have in this area. This is crazy. And the loot, oh boy. So essentially, I don't need to make food. I don't need to do any of that because I have all the resources at my disposal right here. There we go. Okay, and they should be looting. Perfect. All right. So we got the warehouse. Now I'm going to tell them to gather metal. I might eventually just start tearing down buildings around me just to start creating a better ability to shoot things coming at us. That will get us a lot of wood and metal and bricks. And the last tier defensives require an enormous amount of bricks, so it's a really good setup there. All right. Oh boy. Okay. So we need to gather some bricks. We got tons of bricks around us, and we need to start cutting wood. We got lots of wood in the side area here. So this is called the Cantor Roof Garden Bar. That is a ginormous building. It's gonna be beautiful. All right. Okay. We're in the money. We're in the business. So now that I have that, I need to get a shelter up so these people leave me alone. Look at each of these small buildings, how big they are. 49, like freaking A, dude. This is amazing. This is so much better than trying to build everything from scratch. This block right here and this big building are going to be more than I need, I think. We should be able to hit 800 on that for sure. All right. All right, it's taking a long time to search these buildings too because they're so big. So keep in mind, it's like there's just so much loot here. It's gonna take decades to get through all of it. That's the difference between playing a lowly populated density map and one of these. But it's also kind of scary. I won't lie. It's like it's really taking them quite some time to get through that. It's like, are we gonna be able to feed ourselves? All right. And then the next thing I want to do is get my first research center up. 17 researchers is actually perfect. It's perfect. Okay. And up in our tower, we can do quite a bit of damage. All right. We're doing the Lord's work. Holy cow. Oh, wow. Look at these government buildings here. Museum. You can find what... That's interesting. You can find assault rifles, pistols, and scientific... It's kind of weird. There's some weird-ass museums going on here in New York. Every museum here has AK-47s. That's actually kind of interesting. I'm in the same building, but it looks like... Yeah, they're in two different parts of it. Oh, wow. This really is actually kind of cool. I can see how taller buildings would be a little bit more effective, though. But yeah, we just gotta be careful. There's gonna be a lot of zombies in New York. Okay. So we're just going to focus on this area. And eventually we'll get the science room up and we'll have a good time. But we're not going to do any farming, any kind of production, none of that jazz. Nice. We're getting a lot of food. We'll be able to soar through our research so fast. And what's cool is if I max all my research out before I start building super bases and stuff like that, is then I don't have to have any science workers. So a huge benefit. I was struggling a lot to balance like manufacturing, doing all that stuff in my last playthrough, and I realized you just don't even have to do that. We can have up to 6 squads. Now, when I fill this thing up to the brim, I'll be able to have like probably something close to like 60 squads. We're not going to do that. That would be a little too much. But it's kind of cool that you can scale these buildings. And to scale these buildings, all you have to do is select the same building that you place down and then put that down and highlight and go. So for this, it would just be the command center, the headquarters. But I don't want to do any more. I should preface, though, that the headquarters also does have housing. So it wouldn't have been an entirely terrible idea to do that instead of housing. But I like having the dedicated housing. Makes me feel good, I guess. I don't know. I'm weird. Move at will. Very good. It's actually kind of funny how I can move them around in the building. I've never had a building that big before. All right. All right, we will need to start putting towers and stuff up. How much metal do I have? 52. Yeah. All right, so I think what we're gonna do is place a couple of weirdo towers right there and there, just to keep a flow. Oh shoot! Oh god, he's shooting my people. All right. Well, this is also a problem of too big of buildings. Nice, we got some guns. No one died. All right. Well, we need to get back to looting. And probably what I should actually do is get it. Okay. So I think what I'm actually gonna do is gamble here. If I can find a car, I can quickly go around and find a ton of free people. So let's try to quickly, there we go. Let's try to get these people. We can get like 30, 40 people. Things are going to go a lot better for us because realistically food is not an issue because I can just get more squads to go get more food. So we want to get as much people as possible. We also have very good buildings for this. All right. And cars are cool. We like cars. There we go. Nice little minivan. Or I don't know what you would call that. It's a sedan or some crap. There we are. All right. So now what I can do is I can drive around carousing for strapping young men to join my society. All right. And we are... hit the pause. Yeah, we're not doing too hot. Okay, here we go. Yeah, getting a vehicle early is really important. Oh, shit. Eek. Yeah, we were in a fortified position, so that wasn't really smart. What's great, though, is we're getting a lot of guns from these people attacking me. It's kind of beautiful. Like this, it's like the circle of life, you know? Nice. Ski mask. But, yeah, the amount of loot is kind of overwhelming. Even with so many squares in the green, it's pretty impressive. I always look for how many buildings are in a zone versus like the makeup of the zone personally. Because I've had zones that are all, you know, buildings around them, but they don't have as much loot as this area. Okay. All right. I forgot you were the car man. All right. So we're going to get ourselves another squad. And he is going to go ham over here. And then this gentleman, we're going to go out and we're... Okay, infected. Good. I didn't actually like really think about that. Okay, we got another car here. I don't actually want the car. I'll come for it later. But there's probably going to be a lot of angry folk running around. Yeah, that car's really close to me. But I want to get these people before they die. So early game, you can get quite a bit of survivors doing this. And like I said, since there's really no reason not to like get to 100 people as fast as possible. Alright, I could have ran them down with my car. Dang, another car. I don't want these cars, though. I don't want too many of these cars. There we go.
Send them in.
I may have to start running down some of the banditos so that they don't kill my dudes coming in. Alright. It's actually really crazy how dense this New York is. And I will say you probably need a pretty beefy computer. I actually just finally upgraded to 96 gigs of RAM for God knows what reason, but 32 is not enough for some of the streaming stuff I was doing. But yeah, the 4090 and all, yeah. Until the 5090s come out, this is one of the most powerful setups you can get. So I would probably shoot for 5,000. Shit. Why are they moving around during the day? Ooh. All right, we're not going to have any problems with cars, but again, I have limited gas at this point, so. Oh, nice. Let's loot this store, actually. Let's get some AKs. All right, we're doing we're doing the Lord's work up here. We got a couple buildings going. Let's take a peek. We have a lot of resources. I'm gonna put more people in the builders. Got some more people walking in. We're at 48 pop. Very good. What did we get out of that? We got more pistols. Okay, we did get an AK.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Nice. Nice. 2 of them.
Incoming.
Okay. Accept. Oh, man. Another one over there. This is amazing. So many survivors.
Send them in.
Okay, we're gonna have to pause because 2 things are happening right now. One is it's 7 o'clock,
We're on the move. Waiting orders.
and
Let's do it.
the zombies are coming. 2,
Reporting.
I have a lot of my friends out here. I think I saw some zombies chasing down another group of people. I don't really care too much about the enemies,
Raiders spotted.
the raiders, because I think the zombies will take care of it, unless they have guns, in which case I want to run them down
We're on the move.
and take their guns. Oh man, I lost sight. I'm getting all the crappy cars. I want like the tank, and I want, oh shit. Yeah, we don't want to mess with that.
Horde spotted.
That's actually right here's another good place. Look at this building right here. This is another good place for a base over on the other side. All right, we're gonna come back. Oh man, and I need to start getting my tech points up here.
Ready for action.
I got sidetracked on recruitment and not focusing on that, but it's okay.
Let's do it.
All right, good shape.
Horde spotted.
Yeah, we need to get some towers up.
The door won't hold much longer.
They'll be fine. They actually may not be fine. Oh god. Oh god. those freaking wolves. Oh no, those wolves tore up that little minivan. I think we ran some over. Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have them get out of the car so they don't destroy the car. I'd rather them kill the people than the car, man. I don't want to have to repair all that. Jesus Christ. It'll be alright, guys. We can just get another squad. So, a common theme of mine is that I don't really value the lives of people unless the game makes it so I have to. And this game does not do that. You can pretty easily get people when you get the antenna up. Oh man, this thing's so damaged that it's... Okay, we're gonna need another vehicle. Yeah, we'll have to get another vehicle. Or we'll just have to repair this. I mean, actually repairing is pretty cheap. I think it's 12 iron. It's not too bad. It gets a little intense. All right, we're gonna put everybody on builder.
Still in bed? Get up and off to your duty.
All right, now we have probably like 16 other folk coming in. Yeah, exactly. Equipment. The equipment is much more value than an infinite supply of people. Like I'll get more. We can make babies. It's just like I can't give birth to a vehicle. So, I mean, I've tried, and I can't. I went to the best vehicle birthing scientists, and we couldn't get it to happen. It was a sad day in my family. All right, we've got lots of stuff going on. Cool. So we got 17 scientists, and that is a lot of scientists. So you got to be a little careful there. We're gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be fancy. Now we're just at a point where I just got to sit back, get those science dollars. Basic antenna can start researching. 17 scientists is gonna like generate something about like 10 knowledge a day. We need 30 to get advanced masonry. So cool, and we got the towers up.
Time to sleep, everyone. Tomorrow's another day.
Okay. Where's that other dude? Okay. All right, we're at 54 folk, but I'm gonna get this antenna up, and that's gonna get us to the moon and back. This is an amazing little spot, though. Each one of these buildings, this is probably like one of my favorite spots. Like, I typically have to like typically when I put a science down, it's like 2 or 4 scientists in a building. Like getting 17 in one condensed little building like that, it's beautiful. This is gonna be perfect for barns, and this is gonna be perfect for the first 200 pop. Yeah, hey, how's it going, everybody? Oh, it's going, man. It's the greatest day of my life. I don't know. It's probably not. Oh man, it's November, and Thanksgiving is coming up, and I think, honestly, I think November is probably like one of the most stressful months of the year, because depending on where you live, because you're going from like sunny weather to like cold weather, and then you gotta like be around your family and stuff. So it's just like, and then like, you know, the election's always a pretty stressful event. They need to like move the election to like not the week before Thanksgiving. I feel like they're just like trying to get us to agree to do the purge. You know what I mean? Like they're just like trying to push that button. It's like, spend one weekend with your family after a highly engaged election cycle, and you'd be like, yeah, we should do the purge. We can start purging now. Okay, so now we can start just going down the tech tree. No winter at the equator. I live in the Midwest now, but I used to live in California, which is pretty freaking hot. But I lived in the mountains of California, so we definitely got winter. All right, and man, the days go by so quick in this game right now. But yeah, you can see that another cool thing about having that many scientists is when you do your research, you go through it quick. I mean, if I wanted to, I could continue to try to get more people and build even more scientists, because eventually we'll have all of the research done and I will no longer need the scientists. So I can train the scientists in new fields and or feed them to the zombie dogs. Not for any strategic reason, but my pure amusement. But most likely I'll just repurpose them into being like, you know, something noble, like a chicken. I don't even know what barn workers do. Are they guarding the chickens? Like, are they pet? Like, what do they do? Why does it take so many people? Does it really take 3 people all day to like pick eggs? I don't know. That maybe they pet the chick. I don't know. These are some emotionally needy chickens. That's all I can think.
Building clear.
This is New York. Yeah, this is New York. If you're in, so just type New York in and then scroll up about 4 to 5 cells until you see the big old garden here. And this is perfect because you have all the wood, and then you have the density of a city, and you have vehicles at the wazoo. This is probably one of the better areas I've ever had. All right, and people are getting rowdy. I don't like it when people get rowdy. Oof, so many buildings. Yeah, I haven't even gone through my own backyard. We're like way into the game. It's pretty amazing. All right. So let's see. We need 6 builders. Let's pack that 6 builder in. Got some guards. Ooh.
Ready for action.
Okay.
Reporting.
I'm gonna go try to chase. So what's cool about the radio is now you have the radio and you can drive. You can peruse the town, shouting at people on the street to join you. It's one of the most effective ways to get people to join you.
Send them in.
Waiting orders. On my way. There are some infected around here.
Yeah, it's me, Manhattan.
Going there.
All I think of when I hear Manhattan is man in hat. It's pretty much I just imagine someone in a hat.
Going there. Building clear.
Is Hatton like a verb or something?
Horde spotted.
I don't know. Oh shit, that is a horde.
Receiving.
I got distracted. I see, this is what happens when I start thinking about hats.
Reporting.
Got way too sidetracked. All right.
We're on the move.
Oh shit. Get in the building. Do something. All right. We're doing all right. Oof. That was a little close. Oh, dude, they went with pole arms versus machine guns. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
There are some infected
That
around here.
that actually would be potentially a good setup for clearing buildings, though. But yeah, this is beautiful. This is definitely one of my better areas ever. Vehicle conditions good. Vehicle fuel is 4 out of 4. All right. So far, we're holding up. No, Manhattan does not come from a Native American word. It was named after the founder, who was a man who was Hatton. He Hatton a well-known term for bamboozlery.
Another one incoming.
I think that as Americans, it's our duty to completely disrespect and rewrite our own history. So we're gonna go with that. All right, let's go this way. I wonder, knowing that Manhattan is a Native American word, though, it would be interesting to know
Going there.
if it did actually
My way.
indeed mean bamboozled,
Roger.
or a variation of
We're on the move.
being tricked.
Going there. Building clear. Building clear. Roger.
Man, we're not. There's so much loot here. This is incredible. All right, so you can see we're already at 10 technology, and so this is kind of what I was getting at. It's like I can go into greenhouses here in a second. So let me think. I'm going for the small fry technologies to open up big stuff.
Going there.
Oh man.
There's nothing left.
All right.
Work's done. Head back to
Infected
your
incoming.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any more people on the streets.
Going there. Reporting. On my way. Ready for action. Roger.
All right, and we got our big old talkie tower thing now. All right. This is great.
Another one incoming.
To all survivors, this is an infection-free zone.
Oh.
Provide food and shelter, safety and security. Join us.
Oh, so it's yeah.
There are some infected.
I guess so. You're saying that it means the place where we get bows, or it's a place to gather to make stuff. You could kind of say that Manhattan still does that. I mean, technically, it's a place where they gather to make vast sums of wealth, which are then used for war. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, no hats involved. I call horse shit. I don't know about you. It definitely has something to do with hats. I don't. We can throw those fancy history books away because they're just preaching nonsense. Yeah, according to Wikipedia,
Receiving.
the only news source I trust are the voices that shout very loudly. Wikipedia can't shout though. Yeah, does Wikipedia have a TikTok account?
We're on the move. Waiting orders.
Never mind.
Waiting orders.
Sorry. Oh my god. All right.
Sir.
Nice. We've had some more people.
Send them in.
Roger.
Nice, dude. We're finding a bunch of. So this is actually kind of freaky because we're finding a bunch of pole arms in all these buildings. Who the fuck are these people who have this many pole? Like, Manhattan should not have this many pole arms. This is kind of weird. All right. Now we're gonna push for. So I got the basic chemistry. I like to get those guys unlocked, just because, and farming unlocked, so it's easier for me to push once I get other stuff. But we're gonna push for the 30 points that we need for advanced masonry, so that we can build the super towers. Yeah, they were gathering materials for hats, not bows. It's a common misconception. Yeah, it's a commonly mispronounced or misinterpreted word. All right. There we go. Yeah, we're going to have to start
Wrap it up, folks.
bulldozing down all of these areas here.
Send them in.
Waiting orders. We're on
All
the
right.
move.
Yeah, there's just, I guess Manhattan's got two things: halberds and a complete lack of hats. This city's fucking confusing, man. Not one hat. Oh, I guess maybe. Well, no, we found plate armor. Plate armor and halberds. I don't know, man. Maybe is Manhattan known for LARPing? I mean, they have this giant field. They could have some pretty epic LARPs. Yeah, there's a bit of, actually, I don't think Manhattan has a whole lot of men in it like anymore, or what I would describe as a man. Bunch of domesticated people living in their little the little monkey cages. I don't know, man. Oh, all right, we've got a bunch of people.
Operator, going there. Reporting. We're on the move. Receiving.
Oh my gosh, there's so much.
Do it.
All right, we're just gonna keep pushing that invite button and getting more people to start helping and break down these buildings. We need 471 folks to break. Breaking down buildings does take quite a bit of energy and time relative to
Enemy group approaching.
picking up scrap and stuff like that. But it's gonna be necessary for us to move. I don't even know if we need all these buildings, man. At this point, I'm just being greedy. This is a lot of. We should. Yeah, we'll easily be able to hit 800. I really don't actually think we're going to need this many buildings. It's a lot. We may only need, like, these two areas right here.
Sir, we've encountered a group of people willing to join us.
Nice, I covered them.
Send them in.
I don't know if I'll be covering any 4X games. I might cover Galactic Civilization 4, and I was thinking about taking over the galaxy as a species of cats, but that's dependent upon them giving me free stuff. They're supposed to give me the game and the new expansions that are coming out, but they haven't. They contacted me and then they didn't respond. I will be covering Civ 7, and then when Anno Rome comes out, I'm going to be going really heavy on Anno Rome. It's going to become the primo game. Unfortunately, I thought Manor Lords was going to be that, but they just don't have enough people. And I'm looking for a game that I think is going to be around for a couple years. And Anno Rome is going to be amazing. I think Anno Rome's supposed to have land battles and everything. You can play as a cat in Age of Wonders 4. I don't know, man. Nothing's off the table, but it all depends upon what game is out and how good that game is. There are a lot of games that just don't, like Thrive is a game that's done well for me in the past. I thought about covering it because it just came out, but it's not really getting views on some of the big. I kind of like watch how things do on bigger channels to see if a smaller channel would do well, and I don't think enough people want to watch that. I kind of have to hit something that no one's covering, or I have to hit something that a lot of people are watching, because I can produce pretty good, quality guides and content, but I have to. I mean, I'll spend 40 hours a week when I go heavy outside of my other 40-hour job. So it's just like from time I wake up to the time I go to bed, I'm just working 7 days a week for a couple months straight when I do that. So I have to be very tactful and very methodic in my selection for the games I go completely all in on. And Manor Lords did well at first. Yeah, Anno Rome is going to be, I mean, Anno Rome I think is going to be it for me. There are a lot of people who do Let's Plays, but I don't know too many people who grid out cities and provide Excel sheets and go into detail of why they make decisions in the way I do. There are a lot of people who explain what they do, but not really like the whys. Interestingly enough, one irony of putting your base in the cities is the zombies there's more zombies, but they get really confused because of how many buildings there are. So you end up not seeing that many zombies until a little bit later, and then it's just a lot of zombies. So it's gonna be kind of interesting.
Roger. Receiving.
But yeah, no, I think
Operator.
I think Anno Rome is gonna have a lot of competition, but I think I can compete.
Search.
I was able to compete with Manor Lords. I was also able to compete in Starfield against people who did this full time. It's just, if you want to compete with the big dogs, you basically have to completely dedicate yourself to the game and learning the mechanics.
Search done.
And you have to just like be really, really good and better. And you have to be able to present like the best videos. It's not hard. It just requires a methodic mind, and you have to test things over and over again. And it's difficult. But I'll try.
Clear.
I'll try. So one advantage that I have over full-time people is that full-time people have to make a living from this, whereas I don't. So typically you'll get a bunch of people that come into a game, they'll start parroting information even if it's wrong, and they'll start throwing it around, and then they're off to the next game. So I'm hoping with Anno that if I hit it just perfectly right, I can
On my way.
make a decent following from that game, and
Reporting.
get a decent return on my investment, which is my time. Unfortunately, not everything lands, and so you have to constantly experiment with content.
Search done.
Oh no, you have to overthink it.
The day's toil.
Overthinking it's the only way that you make it.
Receiving. We're on the move.
YouTube is
Let's do it.
YouTube is an incredibly competitive space. If you're not
Let's do it.
if you're not analyzing things and you're not looking at metrics, you're gonna get 200 views a video and you're gonna die out.
Ready for action. Operator.
The first rule of YouTube is actually that nobody cares who you are. So there's no you do you in YouTube. You have to follow like certain metrics. Right now, Infection Free Zone is doing amazing. I think there's a difference between overthinking and just plain thinking, though. I think overthinking is a terminology people use when they don't understand the value of that thought. There's like for instance, I'm in the top 3 percentile of channels as far as revenue goes. There are channels who pull in millions of views who make less than my channel, and that's because I examine metrics and I examine YouTube algorithms and all that kind of stuff. It's like again, I don't really like the term overthink because it implies that there's no value to that thinking, and there's immense value to looking at things and figuring out why they do what they do.
No more to find. No more to find.
Well, I'll have to look at Age of History.
Building clear. Hostiles inbound. Reporting. Search done.
Wipe that sleep off your face and get to work.
Construction ready. We finished construction.
Bring the metric system in. All right, we're almost at 30 tech, so you can see we're getting through the tech tree pretty well up here. Oof, I didn't mean to do that.
Going there. Roger.
But yeah, it's taking some time to break these buildings down, but we're getting an insane amount of resources from it, so it's really great.
There's no more to find.
To all survivors, this is an infection-free zone. We provide food
We got a lot of oil.
safety and security. Join us.
It's a bit of quantity, it's a bit of quality. Sometimes I spit stuff out, but I learned I've learned a lot from the times my channel has done well that there is a formula, and that is to first play a game a bit and get really good at it, and then start building guides and let's plays, because there are two types of people. There are people who want to get to the point really fast and they want guides, and then there are people who want to see it in application. And so I do both, because quite honestly, guides can be hit or miss as far as how much revenue they generate, but let's plays are insanely profitable because of the watch times. I have let's plays that are more profitable at 10,000 views than guides that are at 100,000 views, for instance. So if you can optimize how long people watch, YouTube's gotten kind of wise to some of the practices. So YouTube has an algorithm where if, say, at 9 o'clock you watch an 8-hour video, you pass out and you go to sleep and you watch an 8-hour video, it will recommend other content that matches that 8-hour video thing. So there, for a time, there was a period where videos were being shown to people who were sleeping if they met that certain metric. so there was a lot, like, yeah, the sleeper economy was pretty big for a bit, but YouTube changes its algorithm all the time, and like historically it changes its algorithm at the end of October to November in pretty substantial ways, and so the algorithm has changed a bunch, and I'm having to figure it all out again, and it's sad.
No more to find. Let's do it. Reporting.
But yeah, I've learned a lot. I've learned that you should, like, for instance, with some of the last games, I've really changed the way that I approach games. There are sometimes I'll play a game blind, you know, like my first time playing the game. But I found that playing the game by myself for like 3 to 4 hours and then kind of setting up the playthrough really changes the perception of the channel a lot. And so I've started doing that a bunch. It's really hard though, because when a game comes out, like, if you go and you look at some games, like, you'll see a video with like 500, 700,000 views, and it's really bad relative to like what's out there. But YouTube rewards, like, as long as people watch that video and they engage it, YouTube just like keeps it at the top. So like being first is just rewarded on YouTube, no matter the quality. So if you can, so there's like this incentive in YouTube gaming to be first. So essentially it's like be first and better than the rest of what's out there. And it's like, but it's like being the best turd. It's not like no one's making good quality, like, you know, videos. And I hate that about YouTube a lot. Like, because yeah, it's just the way it is. But because when a new game comes out, there's so much traffic. There's millions of people searching the game, and then it dies out, and then, you know, you have maybe 10 or 20,000 people. And so like those videos will do well, but the video that got 500,000 views is always going to be recommended next to the video of quality. And yeah, YouTube like needs to, I wish the thing about YouTube is that it's YouTube doesn't care about quality. It cares about you watching it for as long as possible and them throwing ads at you. So you're not always getting the best information on YouTube because that's not its priority. Yeah, it's really infuriating for people who try to make really good content. But the thing is that you have to, in order to do well on YouTube, you have to understand YouTube, and you have to, and so that's why you see so many people just throw videos up as soon as a game comes up, and it's just like that's the game. It's just like if you can, and two, if you can do that, and then people will be recommended more of your videos, so you're rewarded. You're rewarded for just pumping shit out. And I'm not saying I'm not guilty. I'm definitely guilty of it. But like I said, that's because I'm playing. That's how you survive on YouTube. But yeah, what you're saying, when channels jump in on a game without any kind of interest in the game, exactly. That's my biggest pet peeve too, because I don't do that. I only play games that I think are fun. I only play games that I want to play. Like, so, and that's why I'm better than a lot of those channels. And just in that regard, is because I actually learn the game, and I actually learn the mechanics. And so that's, I shouldn't say better, but that's how I compete with the in that niche. Yeah, I've had to learn the hard way too, because there are certain games that perform very well on my channel, but I don't make videos for them because I'm burnt out on the game. And so I have a rule as of like this year that I don't make content unless I really like the game. So, but I like live streams because they're a little bit of a break from the normal kind of content. And I'm gonna look for some people right now. They're not really as well articulated though, because I go on tangents about hats. So yeah, it looks like all the people got picked up. All right, we got 35 tech in the top. So we're gonna get tool factory, and then we'll get advanced masonry, and then that will allow us. But what's kind of crazy is these buildings are so compact that I'm already kind of sitting at my maximum threshold for this population.
There's no space to store.
Yeah, Manor Lords was a letdown for me for sure. I genuinely thought it was a game I was going to be able to cover like for a pretty long period of time. And I don't think Manor Lords is going to go in the direction that people want. And I think the direction people wanted was like heavy warfare and economy, like kind of mixed well together. And the game needs like city sieges and stuff like that. Like, it needs a kind of component that creates chaos. The game doesn't have like a variable chaos element to it. Like, once you understand, you know, 1 + 1 = 2 as far as mechanic goes, it doesn't, you know, it's in a chaotic system, 1 + 1 = monkey with a machine gun. And you're like, what? That's not what it means. Like, that's the kind of stuff that keeps you on your toes. And it doesn't really have that element to it. And so the replayability is pretty boring. You're just basically painting circles like on a wall. It's like, all right, this was fun before, but it's like I've painted enough circles now. The dev has not posted a roadmap, and he has millions of dollars, and he could have easily hired like 14 people by now, but he's hired like 1 or 2 people to help him. So we'll see. I think he's pussyfooting around, for lack of better terms, and I hate the bullshit. Like, oh, he hired one dude who goes around and looks at bugs. It's like, yeah, he needs to think a lot bigger than that. For the amount of people who funded his project, he needs to be thinking big. I'd have at least 10 dudes like by now, and I would be like, we need to work on big ideas. Yeah. But that's the problem, is that all of us put what we wanted on Greg. Like, to Greg's defense, that was never what he wanted the game to be. So that was like all of us just wanting someone to make this awesome game. But also, to our defense, we did give him a lot of money, and he could make that game if he wanted to. But I don't know, man. I'm not him, so I can't really say I understand what he's going through. It's probably a pretty stressful thing. But yeah, I don't think Manor Lords is going to come close to what people thought it was going to be. I know content creators who have told me they're not going to cover the game anymore because they just don't see it going in a direction that's going to get a lot of views or attention.
We're out of storage space.
There's some good games coming up though. People are saying positive things about Civilization 7. I don't know too much. I don't know about that. I think Civ 7 may or may not be good. It has to be better than Ara. But I think Anno Rome is going to be I'm holding out hope for Anno Rome cuz I love city builders and Roman history is something I nerd out on and I love Roman builders and like the Rome Total Wars are my favorites. Yeah, there are a lot of games that are slow. I don't know. At this rate, I might as well just go play like Stardew Valley or some shit. Stardew Valley, yeah, we need more towers. I'm gonna have to take people outside. All right. Yeah, I could go build a farm.
Store resources.
All right. Nowhere to store resources. Holy cow. We filled up the whole warehouse, man. I guess this would be a good warehouse right here, but it's gonna cost me everything. All right, let's see. Oh my god. Okay, so 250 wood, we have it. It's gonna take him forever to haul all that, but we're getting a little bit low on food, which is slightly startling. I guess at some point I could, if I get enough people, I could switch some of them over.
We're out of storage space.
I only played Millennia for just a tad bit. I didn't give it enough time. The game I actually liked recently was Humankind. I think I have 200 hours on Humankind, but it was did maybe one Let's Play on it. People just don't really like that game. I enjoyed it. So I haven't played it in a bit. But yeah, no, Civ 4 and Civ 5 were pretty good. Civ 6 was good enough, but it didn't really it didn't blow my mind. Civ 7 is supposed to steal from a lot of the things we've seen in like Humankind and all these other installations, and so it could be pretty good. If they take Civilization and they take like the good concepts that have come out of other city builders, I think I'm not pessimistic on Civ 7. I think it could be good. Yo, yeah, Civ exactly. Civ 7 has stolen a lot of stuff from these new games.
We're out of storage.
Yeah, I actually like Stardew Valley. I have a bit of some Stardew Valley, but I don't think that's the kind of thing people come to this channel for. It would be a shift. All right, we need another house. It says we have a food shortage. We're getting a little.
There's no space to store.
It's because we don't have any space to store. Okay, yeah, that's an easy one to remedy. We're gonna throw everybody. Oh my god, 218 builders. My good lord, it's gonna take 200 people to build this warehouse. All right, what we're gonna do is zero out the warehouse builders, max out the shelter builders, then max out the warehouse builders. I want this house built fast. And we're gonna take a pause on going out. Except for this guy did not get the memo up here. It's a lot of food. Yeah, I haven't followed too much Civ 7 news, to be honest. I've only seen some of the cool pictures. What's interesting about 2024 is there's been an enormous amount of games and like none of them are landing. Like nothing's like sticking to having a massive player base like remain. Like Ara, it has 300 players and it's like a AAA game. Like they put a lot of work into it, but it's just like people are. It's. I feel like gaming has always been like this, but it seems more pronounced. It's just like people are just they're just like zoning out. They're not really playing the games anymore or getting into them. It's really hard to find a game that lasts more than 2 to 3 months as far as like player base goes. And I think it's just early access fatigue, you know what I mean? Oh, I'll be doing walls here in a bit. I haven't needed them so far. But yeah, we're going to have to tear down a lot of buildings. I am a little scared that this is like an enormous amount of buildings. I'm going to have to get to 800 pretty quick. For me to tower in all of this is going to be a project. We just need to keep people coming. I will need to get into food production if I want to accelerate my people. All right, we got... Okay, so this warehouse can store 11,000 goods. That is kind of absurd. All right, we can go there now. I'm gonna have him pick everything up. We're doing pretty good. Yeah, the nation calling in. What are they doing? They're not doing what I wanted them to do. Have to send the car. The nation calling is really annoying, actually, in my opinion. It's a little too severe. It's like, the game has some balancing issues for sure too. Oh shit. Oh shit. All right. I definitely need to get towers up. All right, we're in good shape. I definitely need to get my defenses in order, though. This cannot stand. All right, we're back in business now. Got shelter. We just need food. I mean, I can start pretty easily repurposing. So I guess I could start doing food ratios. I'm going to need a barn. I'm going to need grain. I'm going to need all those beautiful things. Once I get the research done here, we'll be in good shape.
There's nothing left.
9 to 17 out of 17. Yeah, Ara is a fun game, though. They just need to balance it. They are working on reducing the micromanagement and creating a single screen that you can like manage more things from to make it less of an issue. But it's crazy though that game only has 300 people playing it at like any given time. We're gonna hold off on inviting more people into the village until I get my shit in order. One drawback to having big buildings is it takes longer for them to go through each of them. So like I am getting good loot, but it does feel a little different. Yeah, I'm gonna need more towers. My fists are looking sad. I want to get the big towers. All right. We're gonna cheap out. I'm gonna eventually destroy these towers anyway, but we need to get a couple towers up just to make it easier on us. Yeah, I mean honestly, Aura's crafting system probably is daunting for most players because no one's playing the game anymore. Jeez Louise, man. Okay, we need a few more towers. We're gonna need a couple more towers in front. All right, yeah, they're angry. You know, we got a bit of a anger issue going on, and we're running out of food fast because our population's like 92. Okay, we're gonna jump. We're gonna have to take a detour. I did not anticipate the issues of having the buildings be too amazing. Shit. Yeah, man. This worked so much better on my San Diego run because the buildings weren't as big. Yeah, 4X has become pretty saturated. All right, we only have enough food for like 1 day right now. All right, after tonight, we'll be able to fight. We'll be able to go outside normally.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
The door won't hold much longer.
The cars are really good for getting zombies to get off buildings. Yeah, Civ 4 was my favorite Civ, but it's been a real long time since I played that one. I liked Civ 3 though because I don't know, Civ 3 had a lot of really cool like fortification options. Okay. Okay. So we're in a situation. I think what I'm going to do is have all of them work together on the same area to speed up the rate. And then I think we're going to get ourselves a new squad. He only has 2 people in it. That's fine. Actually, no, it's not fine. Scavenging. Extra. It's out. Alright, yeah. We just need to go through these buildings faster.
Research complete.
Yeah, there's a lot of different types of viewers for sure. Okay. Let's get these towers built. All right, we did it. We got advanced masonry. Unfortunately, yeah, these buildings are so large that I need to get greenhouses up ASAP. All right. I think what we'll do is we'll get the barn up now. We're gonna have to switch. We're gonna have to switch gears though. People are gonna start dying. This is nuts. So what's happening here is you have a chance to find something or find nothing. When they find something, they find a lot of food, but it's taking way too long to find nothing. So, yeah, we're in a conundrum. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. All right. Okay. All right. All right, I was hoping I could lead him off with the car. Oh, good God. Okay. All right, we're in good shape. And there's a bunch of food. Beautiful. All right, we're not going to die. Yeah, I'm going to probably have to start building some kind of wall. All right. We got to get the food situation under check. All right, the barn's going to go up. Barns are cheap. Jeez Louise, man. Can we get a break? They have AK-47s? Man, I just need to get outside and get some food. Oh, nice. Now we have AK-47s. Very good. I won't say no to an AK. All right. I don't need any more mouths to feed right now until I get the barns. Once I get the barn up, I'll take them. Although I'll regret if I don't take them. This is what always happens when you don't want them to come. That's when they come. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're gonna just hit like the same areas and try to speed up the loot that way. Cool. All right, we got enough. Now we can go into. Nope, need 12. Need 3 more. Perfect.
Ready for action.
All right, we just need to make sure that we're not looting any of these houses up here with zombies in them. I actually don't know if loot is RNG or determined when you start the map. It kind of feels like it's probably determined. I really actually don't know. I couldn't even guess.
Operator.
It's a tough one. All right. Nice. Okay, so we got the barn. We don't want workers in it. So this 9 workers. So I have 2 wheats to 3 workers. This will feed 80 or so folk, most likely, and it'll give me enough fertilizer to start making fuel. We didn't need to go that far yet, but I'm going to need 6 farmers, and we might have some excess. So we're going to need a cookhouse. This one's 107. What's the capacity on this guy? I should have looked at that before I built it. It's the only way for me to tell how crazy it is. I feel like the farmers would probably be better off over there. Cookhouse, maximum staff 16. Jesus Christ. We don't even need that much. This is like way too many people. Okay, whatever. I might have to have two barns and 2 things. We might just have to start getting ready for a much larger population.
Let's do it. Receiving. We're on the move. Let's
We're
do
running out of stock.
Oh, good God.
it. We need backup. We need backup.
You need a mental evaluation. I told you to go home. Yeah, winter's almost here too. Luckily, we can just keep going out to get food, but with greenhouses, we don't have to worry about a lot of stuff.
Won't hold much longer.
All right, 16 guards, 17 scientists. There we go. Let's get the greenhouse going. Yeah, so that's interesting to factor in, is that you will have a reduce. Like, I guess I should start targeting specifically the areas with food a little bit better. I should probably. All right, we're gonna go
Let's do
We
it.
need more resources.
get another car. Let's get everybody in cars and let's get going on these far out areas. Cool. All right, we're gonna go for the easy targets.
Operator.
Fuel, food, tech.
Waiting orders.
You can take that.
Let's do it. Receiving.
You can take that. Okay,
Going there.
that should do a better job.
Let's get to
Another
it.
one incoming.
As long as he's not going to that building, we'll be all right.
No more to find.
All right, they're doing a great job. Max out builders, get scavengers. We're getting. What's great is we're getting all 3 different resources from these areas. So that's really beautiful.
We're out of food.
Luke, you've missed so much. We figured out the meaning of life. Like, it's basically all pointless.
Find.
All right, cool. We're almost halfway to greenhouses. All right, we're gonna take them. I'm gonna start really ramping up food production now, just out of necessity. Got 3 books. That's not bad.
Clear.
We're running out of resources.
All right. I think I'm gonna call everybody back.
All squads, return to base.
All right, we have enough food for 1 day.
Operator. Going there. Ready for action. We're on the move.
We need more resources.
It's interesting that they're the barn workers are considered farmers, because I can't do anything without grain.
It's under attack. The infected are pillaging a building.
I didn't know they were infected. That's interesting. They called them infected. All right, we're doing all right. All right. All right, cookhouse will be up. That's way too many workers. I wish I could set a predefined max. I'm always micromanaging is the thing, so yeah, we're at a green. All right. So 17 scientists. So yeah, unfortunately I had to. So in my San Diego Let's Play, I was able to get a lot of tech, but I was able to get so much food. I think I just got kind of a bad luck. These buildings are really, really big around me, so they take much longer to loot. Okay. All right. Let's try a different strategy here.
Roger. Reporting.
Go one block at a time.
We're on the move. Ready for action. Let's do it. Operator. Let's do it.
All right.
Going there.
And then once we get the greenhouse up, we'll be fine. Food preparations, way too many people. Scavengers all the way to 58. We got a lot of folk. So, I mean, we got a lot of resources, too. It's pretty amazing. Is this tower, like, leaning? Is this... Okay. Yeah, it was leaning.
There's nothing left.
We are out of resources.
Alright, we can build the fortified towers now. So, I think at a minimum what I should do is get the fortified gate up.
Call it a day.
I'm actually wondering where I should do this. So, the idea was to have all 4 blocks here. So, I mean, if this is going to be the way out right here, this to me would be a pretty good spot for a gate.
We're on the move.
All squads, return to
All right, we have what we want now. We can build a greenhouse, so I don't need to put, fields outside. I need tools.
Grab your guns. The infected are swarming.
Pause real quick. Okay. Oh, okay. A greenhouse is a building you put down. I thought it would. Okay. Misconception about greenhouses there. All right. So minimum staff 2. So I am gonna need a spacing for this crap. Okay. New idea. I thought I could repurpose a building into a greenhouse. Ugh. Yeah. There's a couple of places. There's not gonna fit anywhere in there. I'm kind of wondering how many buildings I really need. I don't know if I need this big old building. Like I might just try to take this, maybe these 8 right here, because I can just, smash a couple of these dudes down. This isn't a bad spot for a bunch of food producers. It's a little too close. All right. Well, we need to get at least one of you down. Thank you. Okay. All right. This is going to be a fun little adventure. Yeah, we figured out what Manhattan's really all about. It's a pretty good story. I'm going to make a movie about it. All right. I should have known that the greenhouses wouldn't be retrofit.
Another one incoming.
We are out of resources.
And they really don't like roads. Holy cow, man. Oh my god. Alright, we're doing okay. Jesus. That was a lot more effective than I really do like this building, man. It's a good building.
Going there.
That was pretty funny. I mean, not for the zombies. I don't think the zombies thought that was funny. Poor zombies. Poor brainless zombies.
Swarm is upon us. Take them down.
It's not upon us. All right.
Building complete.
So I think we're just going to start trashing this area and building greenhouses.
There's nothing left.
Whew. All right. Yeah. Well, I could put the wall out here.
Clear.
There's no food left.
Okay, there's no food left. Oh my god, man. We are not. I didn't realize Manhattan was not going to have food. So San Diego is another great map, and I did not have this problem in San Diego.
Roger. Let's do it.
Okay, there we go. Now we're bringing back the bacon. Jeez Louise.
There's nothing left.
Yeah, if I can get a couple of these greenhouses going, and I could get, if I could just get even the most minor
Let's do it.
amount of food production going,
Search done.
it'll be great.
Time to sleep, everyone. Tomorrow's another day.
Roger.
All squads, return to base.
There are some infected around here.
Won't hold much longer.
No, the game does not have underground layers yet. I don't know what they plan on doing for this game. In that regard, at least.
Another one incoming.
I think I'm going to put 2 people in this back building here. I mean, we got towers all around. Oh, shit. I don't have anyone in the guards.
We need more resources.
There we go. Yeah, we're... Oh, geez Louise.
They're trying to get inside.
Oh, that is a lot of... That is a lot of Fidos. That is a lot of Fidos.
Won't hold much longer.
But yeah, we got a lot of guns. These buildings have so much HP, they're really hard to break into, so that's actually another advantage. They can all take quite a beating. Repair all structures of this type. T. Okay. Cool. Hit T to repair all of them. You don't have to be a freak like me.
Ready for action.
Okay. Holy cow.
People spotted.
Son of a
More
bitch.
reinforcements.
Oh my god, there are a lot of freaking people out here.
Building repurposed.
Alright, let's lead them into a trap. These individuals, please go get food.
Operator,
Alright, we have 44 food.
let's do it.
Um,
On my way.
wow. We need a lot of builders.
Take him down.
Alright, I'm gonna have to leave one dude at home
We're missing
to
resources.
protect. What are we missing? Nothing. They're missing pistols for the towers.
Clear.
Alright. I don't know. I mean, yeah, like I don't know what they're gonna do with this game. They got a lot of good ideas. They could do some crazy stuff. Godzilla, I don't know, maybe Godzilla DLC, you never know.
On my way.
Yeah, this is interesting. It won't let me place anything till like right about here.
Stop working. Start winding down for some
Okay. Alright. So yeah, it's the same thing. They can just produce all year. It's the only difference between a greenhouse and a field. Once I get basic production going. Okay. So how many... I need not... I'm going to need at least 4 greenhouses.
No more to find. Let's do it.
All squads, return to base.
Waiting orders. Going there. Waiting orders. We're on the move.
It's amazing what you can get away with in this game. The greenhouses aren't too hard to repair. I guess we can leave them outside for a bit. Look at the range on the fortified tower, though. Whew. Alright. We're going to put one out there. That should protect these guys with no walls. It's kind of amazing how I'm getting away with no walls, though, too.
Swarm incoming. Get ready.
Oh, man. There's so much to do. Oh, I got an achievement.
We're out of resources.
We could survive 24 days without building a single any walls. That yeah, I'm that it's not me just being crazy. It's an achievement. I have achieved something, sir. I'm not really sure what it is. I got a cool badge though.
Going there.
It tells me that I am an achiever.
On my way. Operator.
All right. Let's go down there. All right, we got 43. All right, cool.
Search done.
So I got... Okay, we got 4 people farming. So I can have 3 times 2. I can have 6 people in the barn. Okay. Yeah. 2 of these will definitely be overkill. And then... realistically,
We need more resources.
I don't need much there. All right. It will start trickling in. The production time on this is not too terrible because I have no bonus from mood. So that's actually the next thing I want to do is get housing. And probably alcohol production at some point would be a wise decision. We need to get fertilization techniques though, so I can do fertilizer. That's actually the next thing I need to do. All right.
We are out of
All right, cool. Yeah, we don't need too many workers here. Cool. I'm not gonna min-max those workers, remove farming or any of those workers anymore. We'll just do scavengers and builders. Nice. I'll take them.
Send them in.
All right, we're in good shape now.
Work's done. Head back to your shelters.
Stop going back to your shelters. Tools. We're finding enough tools for now, but I really need to get more tools.
We're on the move. My way.
All squads, return to base.
All right. Okay. I think we have 26 fuel. Holy crap. I think we're finally at a place where I'm not gonna die. I'm really happy about that. Okay. Very good. So the barn will make fertilizer, which we'll put this one. So we're we're gonna go for a kind of different setup, I think.
Hostiles inbound.
I think I might go. Holy shit. I think we might just go for the food setup. Oh wow. Okay. Oh no, he did not have the car. He did not have the car.
They're trying to get inside.
Ouch. He went for my science. They went for my science. The dogs are smart. Yeah, I forgot the guards. That's what I hate. It's the one thing I hate about micromanagement. Always forget something. But once you're attacked, the guards can't go outside. So you find yourself in that situation, you're already kind of screwed. Right. We need to get these guys with freaking guns too.
Going there. We're on the move.
Stop. Okay, whatever, man. You guys wanna be edgelords with halberds? That's fine.
Going there. Reporting.
Just have to get more guards.
Do it. Receiving.
I wish the game would just like automatically retire scavengers into guards or something.
On my way.
That would be like a huge quality of life thing.
There's nothing left.
Adaptation done.
Yeah,
Building
guards aren't
adapted.
gonna do shit for me. Food production's good. Farming is good.
There's nothing left.
Builders are good.
Clear.
Adaptation complete. We're missing resources.
All right. There we go. All right, we're in a good equilibrium now.
Let's do it.
We need more resources.
And we're gonna put a tower right here. Yeah, we don't need walls, I guess. I did not want it.
Start winding down for some rest.
Let's do it. My way.
All squads, return to base.
Hostiles inbound.
Protect the unarmed.
All right, now we got people in our guard towers. All right. Pair all. I gotta learn to hit that T button. There we go. A lot nicer. Repair all. Perfect. Man, look how much freaking wood it's taking to repair. I do need to get some freaking walls around this place. Oh man. It's kind of hurt. I think this is good for the green. I think I have to like rethink. I didn't realize I'm gonna need space for the greenhouses. There are so many places that I could do this.
Work done.
This is, I mean, honestly, I probably should have.
Building work done. Construction ready.
I have to think about what buildings can be lost. But I am kind of rethinking this building. It's a nice idea, but it's too damn big. Probably 6 blocks is going to be like the perfect size for a base.
Adaptation done.
And I could tear down all of this and not lose a wink of sleep.
More resources.
But I can also keep some of this stuff too, and I can put more stuff down here. This is a good spot for more. But we're going to need a fair amount of greenhouses, not too many. All right. So that will help.
Going there.
That will produce food even in winter. The greenhouses, they don't stop. It's almost 5 o'clock already. I got really sidetracked.
All squads, return to
Oh man, we did not get that there. Okay. So we'll just keep increasing our food workers when we notice a large abundance of rations. So
The day's toil is over. Get
yeah,
the
we're at a good point.
Infected around here.
We'll keep increasing as I see. So 5 out of 9 is working. We are making food. And I forgot. I have 7. Okay. Nice.
Are pillaging a building.
Oh, this can have 3. And they got pistols. Very good.
Incoming. Get ready.
Yeah, these advanced towers are leaps. Leaps. I mean, it's the same radius. It just looks bigger. I think they get a better height advantage, though. Maybe I'm just making stuff up. Oof. We got a lot of ammo. Okay, I heard a bunch of... Oh, shit.
Waiting orders. We're on the move. Infected incoming.
Alright. Yeah, I needed to position them on the lower floors. There's a lot of them.
Trying to get inside.
Yeah, they are kind of like books on a shelf. Alright. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Breaking into our
11,000 HP. That's quite a bit. Repairs on this, though, are going to bankrupt me. 2 bricks. Never mind. Once we get the walls up and we get like 8 of these towers in a row.
Waiting orders. We're on the move. Going there.
Alright, hopefully I can get these guys to come out.
Going there. Reporting.
That was intense.
We're on the move. Operator,
I'm getting a little
my way.
I'm trying to think about like how big this really needs to be for 800 people, and it's
On my way.
the best thing for me to do would be to kind of pick a spot that I want.
Let's do it.
Realistically, I might want to just take this one block and fortify it, and then take one block at a time. Brick is not that hard of a resource for me to replace, so I can also get some of the resources back from the wall. It's not like a total bust, but geez, how to get that all to tie together. The one thing about the city is there are a lot of zombies here, and so I'm getting a little scared. Getting scared, man. I gotta get my resources up. Oh wow. Okay. All right. Well, there. Look at us go, though. All right. So yeah, we're at a perfect balance. So I need to get, now that we have fertilizer producing from the barns, we pump these up to 7. Oh man, we're in golden times now. There goes a little bit of fertilizer. Or
out of stock.
this should all balance out now. I'm gonna need to bust the barn up to a max now that I'm producing that much. Okay, scavengers. Boom, farming 17. Cool.
There's nothing left.
All right, and hopefully we'll be able to keep up. I need to get the mood up. If I could get the mood up, that would also be a pretty sizable bonus.
There's nothing left.
There are other types of zombies. There's dog zombies. There's a giant crazy zombie. There's actually quite a bit of different types of zombies already.
No more to find. Building clear.
all squads, return to
We're
base.
running out of stock.
All right, we need to be ready.
Wrap it up, folks. Time to call it a day.
Okay.
Another one incoming.
All right, yeah, we're in good shape. I just gotta, all I gotta really do is just focus on tearing down buildings and getting walls up. I do think that this maybe taking just one block, or taking the thing is I have to defend all of it. You know, realistically, it could be done. It could be done. We're at 95 pop, and I can't even take all the buildings here. I couldn't if I wanted to. We mainly are going to be limited by greenhouses, but I think if I were to tear all of this down, we'd be able to get enough greenhouses for everything we need. Okay, so we're at eight food rations. We're doing okay.
Raiders are coming. Get ready.
Raiders are coming, huh? All right.
Roger.
I think I'm gonna leave.
Protect the unarmed.
I think I'm gonna leave people in the towers at this point. We do. Okay, farming needs to be maxed out. Food prep. Let's put one more dude. Guards.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave the guards. I'm gonna keep scientists at 12 because I feel like we're at a good place with all that. I don't really need any of this construction, advanced woodworking for housing. We can do real housing now. And I'm just gonna have them continue to deconstruct all this stuff.
No more to find.
Yeah, we're getting lots of food. We're great. Awesome. We got lots of ammo. We got lots of food. A little bit low on fertilizer. All right. We should be producing enough fertilizer.
Clear. Search done.
1 hour 17. They're not working
Raiders spotted.
because we don't have enough grain. I'm off my grain calc. So okay, my grain calculation is. We have 8. It's off because they're not at. I need a little bit of a surplus.
We're on the move.
All squads, return to base.
More resources.
The kindergarten is an interesting one. I probably should get the kindergarten up. That's a good point. Kindergarten, its children go here. Yeah, it does. It does give a bonus. Let's build a kindergarten. Good call. Good call. All right, we're gonna place one more fortified tower down here. Oof. Yeah, these buildings are just taking a really long time to deconstruct. I think it's this building here. Look how much resources was in it.
Our building is under attack. They're trying to get inside.
Rise and grind.
Oh shoot. Okay, yep. I'm pretty certain we're gonna need to leave a permanent guard around everything from now on. Okay, builders. All right, let's max out the builders and get all this stuff done.
Operator.
But we have 78 food. Okay, cool. So it wasn't the food production's not fully self-sufficient, but it's doing a really good job of keeping people from not starving to death right now.
Clear.
War won't hold much longer.
There we go. All right, nice. We have a little bit of grain buildup.
Mission ready.
That's perfect. I actually I think I should technically have too much grain, but look
Search done.
how much meat we're making. 1 hour. Right. Exactly. So I need 8 per day. I mean,
Building clear.
Adaptation. We're running out of stock.
there we go. It's finally caught up. Nice. One more in the cookhouse now.
We're running out of stock.
Time to sleep, everyone. Tomorrow's another day.
Okay. Food prep 14. Yeah, we're gonna have to kind of micromanage that stuff a little bit right there.
Going there.
All squads, return to base.
Fort spotted.
Yeah, the kindergarten. Oh jeez. Yeah, 2 of these towers is. Oh Jesus Christ.
Breaking into our building.
Oh shoot. Oh nice.
They're trying to get inside.
AK 2. Oh wow, 2 AKs. All right. These are just temporary things. Just temporary, but yeah, we need to kind of get our things up. Towers are highly underrated. Like when you I think
One incoming.
they're incredibly a lot more, like they're way more powerful with the new patch. They didn't used to always be that fantastic, but I mean they were always good, but now they're just like absurdly good.
The work
Operator.
ain't gonna wait for us.
All right,
Let's get
go down there.
Waiting orders.
Construction ready.
Oh man, this is a good one though. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with this than I was the San Diego one because I don't have to build any of the buildings. Like I just have everything. Cool. And I think we're actually look at that, guys. We're producing more grain now than okay. So my calculations were correct because I should only have needed 6. I should only needed 3 greenhouses. So now that we have them at perfect, because we're making the fertilizer from the barn, we're also going to start potentially making excess fertilizer the more I go into this. Cool.
Stop working. Start winding down for some rest.
So we'll get another barn up here in a bit.
Let's do it.
All squads, return to base.
Another one incoming.
There we go. All right, we're in a good shape.
Large group of the infected
Oh
incoming.
shit, I don't have all 9 workers in here. No wonder. Okay. Yeah, so this would be 3, 3, 3. I should be able to do 12. I might have to modify my calculations because that doesn't seem like it. More people. All right. Cookhouse. I think 5 is in order.
The infected are pillaging a building.
All right. We got 26 guards now.
A building.
26 guards is like probably more than I should have. Because we have 3 people per. I feel like there's a little overkill here, but the other guys I think are fine.
Hostiles inbound.
All right, 98 food. Oof, it's a lot of zombies.
Building complete. Building complete.
All right, farming max.
Building complete. Construction ready.
We're running low on people. I need to get a better food equilibrium here. All right, we got 9 people at the barn, and that's gonna produce 1 every hour. It does actually seem like there's it doesn't scale very well on the barn, so maybe you don't want your barns to be too big. Because on three workers, they could process every 2 hours, and this is like every 1 hour for 3. That doesn't make, you know what I mean?
Sir, we've
Shit.
encountered a group of people.
So I was hoping that this would scale decently with the buildings, and I don't think that it does. But we'll keep at it.
Everyone,
It's a lot more workers
another day.
than it should take.
All squads, return to
Another one
base.
incoming.
Shit. And this is why I hate not having guards.
Infected are pillaging a building.
All right. They're going to go to town. I need to get outside.
Going there. Let's do it. Another one incoming.
Our building is under attack.
All right. Now they get in the tower. Yeah. That's the most annoying thing is they won't risk it.
On my way. Going there.
I need to get walls and stuff. There's just not enough room. Okay. Well, the good thing is that food is year-round. I'm producing more meat than I am consuming. Let's get that fixed, and then I can increase stuff. Got 9 workers there. Got plenty. I probably should get like a med bay up.
We need more resources.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty good.
Up and off to your duty.
This maybe doing a 4-block base would make sense. I think we'll be able to get up like we need to get up to like 200 or 300 pop. But I could use this whole I can keep these buildings and I can use this whole bottom area here for additional stuff. But if I do that, then I need to start deconstructing some of these buildings. But I am kind of worried about how much resources. We have this giant place here though. It can carry 11,000 freaking resources.
Adaptation done.
Ugh, this is getting rough. This is it's just the math ain't mathin'. It's not scaling. When I did the math yesterday, I was getting much better rates on
We're on the move. Operator.
smaller workers, and
Roger.
my mood was the same. So the scaling in this game is not adding up.
We're on the move. There are some infected around here.
Right. The more towers you have, the more guards you need.
Clear. Clear.
Yeah,
Spotted.
definitely is people. This building, it's insane how
The day's toil is over.
long it's taking. That's why I was saying it takes days to build. It takes days to break things down. It takes days to build things. I got nurses. Cool. I guess that's what this is. All right. One thing I need to do. Why do I have 12 people in the cookhouse? Holy cow. Okay.
We're running out of stock.
All squads, return to base.
Oh, geez, Louise. He's going to get caught right when that guy pops out. All right. Oh, he's just chilling. All right. Yeah, variable production time based on temperature. Okay, cool. This seems to be in a good equilibrium, though. It does almost seem to be like a 1-to-1 ratio. Like, I know it's technically 2-to-3 ratio, but it almost seems to be a little on the 1-to-1 ratio. I think once I get my mood up, though, it will get a little bit better.
We are out of resources.
And it looks like I need cookhouses. It's kind of amazing how many people you need to feed. Like, you almost need half your population just for food. All right.
Don't be slackers. Wake up and do your
But
job.
I do think we're making quite a bit of food.
On my way. Awaiting orders.
We should be making enough food with this setup to feed.
Receiving.
Mm,
Building clear.
well, let me see.
Building clear.
Oh, we're making 5 meals every hour, and there are 9 hours in a day. Holy crap. Okay, so the math's way off. So that's 40. Oh,
Nothing left.
that should be like close to 40, 50 meals a day. Yeah, it should be 45, but okay. As long as I can keep that going, man,
Going there.
we should have enough to feed 200 people with that setup. Man, the math is all over the place in this game. It's like I did all these calculations yesterday, and it seems like the building size can have an impact on certain things. It's weird. Maybe the barn's not barning right because I just need more and more people than 9. Maybe it just gets weird at lower numbers.
Port spotted.
Won't hold much longer.
No, geez, Louise. I have freaking guards in there, right? I think I see them shooting you. Okay, there we go. There's so many of them.
Much longer. They're breaking into our building.
All right, we'll speed this up just a tad bit because there's a lot of zombies to kill. That's a big. Okay, that's a big boy right there. So I'll need to get. Oh man, he's angry. What's he doing? Is he humping my building? I guess he's dead, but even in death, he likes to hump. I don't really get it. That's his. I mean, that's his thing. It's not my thing. I guess I'm gonna let him do his thing, but I don't like it. All right. Fermentation, efficient cooking would definitely help us, but early diagnosis, vaccine. We're at 89 folk. I probably need to start pulling more people in. We're slowly losing like 1 or 2 people a day from zombification. Let's get some medical care and start going down that route. But yeah, unfortunately, I had to start making my own food because I was not able to get food fast enough. On smaller cities, you don't need to do that, like make your own food, but on this bad boy, unfortunately so. I could probably get another squad, and that would potentially help. I do feel like a bit's RNG. Like sometimes I'll come back with like 40 food, and sometimes I'll just hit like 4 houses in a row that don't have crap in them.
We're on the move.
All right.
Another one incoming.
All right, yeah, it's night. It's daytime. Oh shit! Wrong button. Wrong button. Hit the other button. Well, I guess maybe it was the right button.
On my way. Port spotted.
Is it the? Oh, it's the weird night where they all come out and start pissing on everything.
Operator. Roger.
I think it is.
Away. Ready for action.
It's supposed to be like a exclamation mark.
On my way. On my way. Roger.
Winter's here.
There.
But that's what it said. Luckily with the greenhouses, they produce the same. Actually, it looks a little like they.
Reporting. We're on the move.
We'll see.
Going there. On my way.
Nice. I like that though.
We're on the move.
Our food is really starting to build up. Yeah, they're out at night. Okay. Cool.
Running out of stock.
Let's invite people.
This is an infection-free zone. We provide food and shelter, safety and security. Join us.
Nice. Nice. 8 people would be great. I always make them come to me, man. I'm not Uber. You guys made it this far. You can make it down the street. I don't know. Yeah, we need more people. Oh man, look at this though.
Wrap it up, folks. Time to call it a day.
Yeah, some of these zombies that we're seeing like that, those are our people who are slowly becoming zombies from random infection chances. Pretty savage.
Resources.
All right. I think we'll get through luckily with the greenhouses and a little bit of cooking, I think we're going to get through the first bad batch of this. All right, cool. No, none of that. Weather forecasting, don't care. Don't care about that. Gas production could be useful, but we have a lot right now, so it's not really a priority. Pistol production could be useful. I'm trying to stay away from production at all cost. So, yeah, we're gonna focus. We're gonna try to focus on science again. Oh man, I have to repair everything. All right, yeah, let's let them repair, and then we'll get our science back up. We're doing well enough, but eek.
Hostile group incoming.
They don't seem to be attacking the greenhouses though, so that's interesting.
Infected incoming.
Construction ready. We're running out of stock.
All right, so this is a little weird. I'm gonna have to. Ooh, free stuff.
Let's do it.
All right, it's time to go back out and get loot. Yeah, we're at 140. We're at 141 food, and I didn't even go out. And we were down to like third. Yeah. I think we're making like 40 meals a day, which is like way more than it's like enough. 40, yeah, 40 would be 160 people that I could supply. So let's just keep. I think we're good now.
This is an infection-free zone. We provide food and shelter, safety.
Oh, but it's going down fast. It's kind of weird. Let's just get a bunch of people and we'll find our little equilibrium.
Work's done. Head back to your shelter.
All right, we need to definitely max out the guards.
My way.
All squads, return to base.
There are some infected around here.
We probably brought some food back and I just lumping it all together.
Pillaging a building.
I don't know what those guys were thinking, man. Oh, nice. This people just came up to me. All right, cool. That should put me back up to 100. All right, we're back to 100. Yeah, let's get the science back on track now. All right, everything's good. I need to get farming back up. Okay, we're in a good spot. 5 meat, no grain. I might actually even benefit from one more greenhouse. I'm not sure yet. Still no walls. Oh my god, those are some big buildings up here. This actually might have been a decent spot. I like the small buildings though, because you don't have to go crazy. If you go too big, it just gets difficult. I mean, you can scale them back and forth too, but... All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to pause here, but I will continue this tomorrow and over the weekend, and we'll go the distance with this. I think it's going to be great. I just... now that we've solved the food issue, we can focus on our science again. And I'm going to just... We just need more people. The more people I have, the faster, you know, if I have 100 people versus 15 people, it's, you know, it's going to go way, way, way faster. So that will be the next goal, is to start tearing this down, get another layer of greenhouses, probably get another barn up. Our cooking house isn't at full potential, so I think I'm going to just do this preemptively so that I don't forget. We're going to do a barn right here and get 4 more greenhouses, start calling in tons of people. We're going to get ourselves up to, I think, 100 to, like 160, I think would be a good, 160, 180, I think would be a good mark. And then we can really just dial in a much quicker expansion, because this is going slow because we just don't have enough people. And I can expand my headquarters for additional people. Interestingly enough, I think 200 people, I think one block is easily going to be 200 people. So I think effectively these 4 blocks would be the max cap at 800. I could also build a tower if I needed to house people. Yeah, I need to get walls up big time. But I'm going to have to tear down. I have to figure out where I'm going to, like, my grand idea. And then I need to start tearing down all the buildings around it so I can get the walls up. So we got to tear down all of this. Luckily, too, by tearing all that down, I'll have a lot of material. Most likely, I'm going to turn this into a house and this into an additional warehouse. But I have to kind of think about that, because I do want warehouses strategically located. So if I have all my greenhouses here and I have warehouse here and here, having a warehouse on these actually might be better as houses. I don't even actually think I need... Okay, so this will be 2... This could feed and house, I think, 400, and so could this. I think we could get away with 4 blocks. I think it'd be fine. I am trying to think, because these would be perfect for barns. I can do a storehouse down here, too. A small storehouse. Yeah, the center, they do like that center road, don't they? I'll probably put a pretty massive gate with walls here, a pretty massive gate with walls here, and here, and here, and just have some focal points. But as soon as I get more people, we can really start hammering out the design. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your night.